Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
So I wanted to do a film session here. This is going to be quicker on Jalin Hyatt. And I just wanted to break down a couple of his plays to show you how he did week 2. This film session is a little bit late in the week, but wanted to get it out before the next game. So let's just jump straight to it. So Jalin Hyatt is here, and he's getting a free release, which is something that I'm sure that the Giants would prefer him get, at least at this point in his career. And he's just running across her, and he's going to be open. So let's just let this play. Jalin Hyatt is going to kind of run this crosser across the field, just running through this zone. Tyrod Taylor is patient on the move. Hits him right there. Now, I would want this ball to be thrown a little bit earlier, and I always have the brigade that just says, oh, that throw can't be made. Listen, this is the NFL, and quarterbacks make amazing throws all the time. Now, obviously, he can't throw it right here, but he can throw it right. He can throw it with the anticipation outside of that linebacker, because the linebacker is looking at the quarterback, and he is running that way. But he can put that ball yards and yards away from this linebacker with the anticipation, and it can be getting the Hyatt right around here. Now, listen, that's my opinion on it. I've seen the throw be made. It is what it is if people want to go along with it. But Hyatt could have gotten the ball a little bit sooner. But nonetheless, the throw is on the money. The throw is on the money. If Hyatt catches this, he probably runs out of bounds. But Hyatt is so focused on turning up the field, and he doesn't really attack the ball with his hands. Hyatt is usually very sure-handed, so it's surprising that he dropped this. But he just didn't attack the ball the way he normally does with his hands. Kind of let it come to him. As far as the actual motion of him catching the ball, his arms and his hands aren't really far apart or anything. It looks like it's decent, for him for catching a football. He just wasn't focused, and he didn't really attack the ball. So he was more focused on turning up the field than he was catching the ball. So that's how he ended up dropping that. So on this play, Hyatt is at the top of your screen again, and this is just good play design. Nothing really special that he does here except getting to a spot on time, but Tyrod is under pressure. So just take a look at all the way to the top of your screen. Hyatt is going to work off of this wheel route that's being run behind him. That wheel route pulls that cornerback, pulls both corners back, kind of focusing on that wheel route, and Hyatt is right here. But too bad, no one was blocking, so Tyrod has to escape the pocket. But this throw would have been right here for Tyrod Taylor if he wanted to take it. And again, people, this linebacker right here, if the ball is thrown properly from a clean pocket, it's not Madden. He's not going to intercept that ball. So that pass was there, but Tyrod was under pressure, so he wasn't able to make it. But it's just a good example of how the Giants are going to use Jalin Hyatt. Say he gets the ball right here. He catches it, and let's get rid of this. He catches this ball. There's nothing but space and opportunity. He can catch this. He can go this way. He can turn it up the field that way. He can go a ton of directions with this ball if he gets this in the open field. So this is basically, I hate to say like an extension of a handoff, but it basically is, because he's getting this ball, and it's almost, again, not like a screenplay, but he's getting the ball in open space. And that's what you want. You want your playmakers, you want your explosive players to get the ball in open space. And kind of stinks that he didn't get that opportunity, but the offensive line will block better when the starters are out there. So check it. Here's another play where Jalin Hyatt, number 84, is moving across the formation. He's getting another free release off the line. And this is just another play. This video is more about how he'll be used rather than things that he did exceptionally or things that he did poorly. So Hyatt is in the slot right now, and he's going to get this free release, and he's just going to run straight. Kind of hits a rocker step here, gets into the cornerback's blind spot, turns him around. And at this point, people say that Hyatt can't run routes, and he does need a lot of refining. But right here is a really good route, because if this route was if he was going to take this route inside, if this was a dig, Hyatt should watch this tape and realize the things that he can do to set up these inside routes, these posts, these digs. And we'll see it in the next play. But watch this rocker step, turns the cornerback around right here. Turned him around, but Hyatt stays on his mission. He's just clearing out right here. We all know Tyrod. I mean, he's not Tyrod Mahomes. He's not throwing this ball all the way down here. So it's just a clear out route. And look what happens here. Because of the pressure and because of Hyatt manipulating his safety in the middle of the field, check out. Look at the field. Open, open, open. Now, again, the issue right here is the offensive line. That's the issue right here. But other than that, everybody's open. Everybody's open. And this is because he's drawing so much attention. The defense is stretched so far out and his man coverage. But this safety is not able to help out his guy right here. He's not able to play both. He has to commit to Jalin Hyatt running down the field at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So this is the play we've all been waiting for. This is the Jalin Hyatt touchdown. And no protection again on this play. Eric Gray fails to pick up a blitz. But take a look at Hyatt at the bottom of your screen. He's already lined up off the line. Know where you're pressing him in this situation. Put him in motion. And this kind of just gives guys a speed release. They don't have to worry about anything at the line of scrimmage. They're instantly getting up the field. And that's what he does right here. He's already in motion when the ball is snapped. Just barely gets set. And he just gets to launch out of his stance. So check it out right here. This looks like he's just taking this upfield. And I'm going to let this play out. So he's going to hit this rocker step right here. And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Now, anybody that's seen me break down Jalin Hyatt tape says when Jalin Hyatt is at the same level of the safety, that's a touchdown. You can throw it. You can throw it because he's going to run past that safety. His speed is just that good. So take a look at the pocket at the left side of your screen. Take a look at Tyrod Taylor. Look at where Jalin Hyatt is. This is actually ridiculous. Take a look at where Jalin Hyatt is right now. Jalin Hyatt is not even out of his rocker step, and Tyrod Taylor knows that he's going to be able to get to that spot, which is incredible. Take a look at this, guys. He's going to let this ball go, and Hyatt is just going to run under it. And you guys don't understand, like, I'm running this in slow motion, and let's just look at the acceleration. Like, let's let this play. He's in the rocker step. Turns his safety around, gets him to open those hips up the wrong way. And before he even wins on this rocker step, Tyrod Taylor knows, just because that safety is sitting flat in the middle of the field, that there's no way, there's zero chance that he's going to be able to catch up to Jalin Hyatt to the corner of the end zone. And it's just an easy catch. Just an easy throw and catch just because of that speed. And that speed is going to be very important this season because we just have not had. We've had Slayton, and he's a fast guy. He's a track guy. He's a fast dude. But he was the only speedster. So let's see if we can watch this from this second angle here. Tyrod is going to get obliterated in the pocket. And you got Hyatt at the top of your screen. He's going to hit that rocker step. And just look at that immediate separation. He throws the ball he throws the ball literally right here. He's winding up to throw this ball. And he has not even reached the safety yet. And the ball's out. And it's an easy touchdown. All right, so I'll stop it here. This video is not as eventful as the first one was. Because Jalin Hyatt, while he did get, I think, more targets today or this game, he got less kind of press release snaps. He got less snaps where he had to do things to get open. He got a lot of free releases this past game. So there was less to break down there. Of course, he still needs to get better as a route runner. He still needs to get better at the line of scrimmage. But this game showed that we can get him free releases, and he can probably be a contributor early on, starting off in this offense. So you guys let me know. I mean, there's not much to break down with this guy. I mean, the speed that he has is going to be an immediate weapon. It's going to be an immediate weapon, day one. Against the Cowboys, when Jalin Hyatt steps on the field, the safety is going to have to respect him, or this is going to happen. So that's my thoughts on Jalin Hyatt's week 2 of the preseason performance. I can't wait to break down Jalin Hyatt week 1 of an actual meaningful football game, see how he continues to do against press coverage, to see how he does against off coverage, see how he can add some more nuance to his routes. As you see, 2 of the routes today, he had a little nuance in there, and that created some confusion for the corners, turned a couple of guys around. So you guys let me know what you're thinking of Hyatt's week 2 of the preseason performance. If you made it this deep into the video, come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.